Hi guys, so for today's reading we are going to be looking into messages from a lost loved one, and we have 3 piles here today. 1, 2, 3. Take a moment to get in touch with your intuition and your higher self and pick the pile you feel most drawn to. If you guys enjoyed this reading, like, share, comment, subscribe, leave a donation. You can find my information for that in the description box below. Check out my other channel and like, share, subscribe over there. It really, all of that helps me out so much, and I'm so appreciative to anybody who has been doing that. Same with timestamps. I really appreciate you guys, and you guys make a world of difference in my life, so thank you for that. Let's get started with pile 1. For pile 1, let's see who wants to talk to you and what do they want to say. So, we have, I forgot I was going to open these blinds over here so it's a bit brighter in here. There we go. So, we have Capricorn, Scorpio, Pisces, Libra, Aquarius, friendly. For some of you, this could be a partner that you lost. This could be a father. For a very small amount of you, this may be a child. Could definitely be a partner that you lost, or an ex-partner, maybe even a friend. Those are the ones I'm feeling most strongly. Z, Y, B, J, C, T, F, Y, S, spy, G, N, O, job, D, God, dog, knob, nod, jot, W, U, it's their job to protect you, P, W, signs, look for signs, S, K, skin, P, R, S, M. Skin Deep is a poem that I have on my other channel, D's Storytime, and I'm feeling drawn to mention that poem. So if you want to be able to find it, you can find my link in the description box below, and it'll take you over to that channel. Born, Ron, Rob, Robbie, Adorn, Fun, Bond, Ton, Tommy Shelby just came to mind. Bold, Pride, Pump, Stump, Shorty. My uncle had a dog named Shorty, so now I'm feeling like whoever this is may have had a specific animal as well. I'm gonna grab something really quick. Sorry, guys. Whew. Words. You guys may have had some tense words shortly before they passed. Porn. Prom. For some of you, this could have been your prom date. Junction. Dawn. Pond. Let's see what else we have here. The grass isn't always greener. Water your own yard more. Stop giving to so many unimportant things. Start giving to you and yours. Things can be repaired here, but not if your focus is elsewhere. Inside yourself, you will find the answers. If you have been isolated, use this time wisely. Look within. Take time for you and for self-care. Introspection and time for it are a blessing. Don't waste this time on feeling alone, because you aren't. So you may be feeling very lonely right now. You may be feeling like there's not a lot of people around you. Maybe even like there's not a lot of people who care. Things like that. Use this time instead to think about how amazing it is to have time to do all the things that you've been wanting to do, and do some of those things. Take some time for healing. Take some time for examining your inner world so that you can really create a better outer world. That's what your loved one wants to tell you. Kiddie pool. A face grows old with age, the turning of a new page. At the dawning of this sight, make sure it's for reasons that are right. Look deeper than the surface. Find true purpose. Never be directed by the looks of someone you see. Tear your heart and your mind free. What do you really desire for keep? The seeds you sow are yours to reap. 9/19/20. So, that poem, Skin Deep, that I mentioned is very similar to this. It's about wanting someone who is going to look at you the same when you're 20 as they are when you're 80, because it has nothing to do with your outsides, it has everything to do with your insides, and vice versa. Looking at somebody else that way as well, that it has nothing to do with their outsides but everything to do with their insides. You may be having some trouble discerning what it is that you want in your love life or in your partnerships, and they really want you to focus on what is most important. The little things. When you call them, do they answer? That's one thing. If you need someone, who's there for you? If you had nothing in this world but the feet that you were walking on, and you were dirty and desperate, who would be there so you didn't fall off your ladder? To me, that answer surprisingly comes to a friend of mine. One who was there like that for a lot of other people in the same positions, and is now being harassed by police in our area because he isn't against the homeless population, I guess. Must be against the homeless population, or you can't live here. I don't know. But anyway, so Eagle, see from a higher perspective. Definitely for a lot of you, your dad is coming into this reading, and if not, my dad is coming into this reading. My dad wanted to be an eagle after he passed away, so that's why I'm back on the dad thing too. You could definitely have a father here who is watching over you and who wants the best decisions for his daughter or his son. See things from a higher perspective. Don't get so caught up and lost in the tiny little details, but look closer. What truly matters to you, and what are those things that really make you feel special, accepted, loved? What can you do for others to make them feel special, accepted, loved, instead of feeling like they don't belong or aren't good enough? Shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. So it's time for you to also transform, to unveil your gifts, to see the beauty that's hidden within you, some of the things that you haven't let others see fully. It's time to really bring those out. It's time to express those things. Because the more you express yourself and the more authentic that you are, the more you know the people around you are authentically in alignment with you as well. When you are hiding pieces of yourself, you tend to attract other people that are hiding pieces of themselves, but you also tend to attract people who are putting on the same mask as you're putting on. Sometimes they aren't putting on a mask at all either. Sometimes that's who they actually are. And would you rather be around those people, or would you rather be around people that are like you? Because there are people that are like you, but you have to unveil yourself in order to be able to find those people. Also, I feel like your discernment, your gift for discernment is something that is very top-notch as well, and they definitely want you to know that your instincts and your intuition are on point, that you have the ability within you to be able to see things and do things based off of your instincts and your intuition, and you may not have been listening to that so fully. Also, listen to the signs, synchronicities, and messages that are coming into you as well, because hawks represent messages from the other side, from the spirit realm, and messenger guides. Otter, firefly, the Hanged Man, and the Five of Pentacles. So for a long time, you might have felt very left out in the cold, alone, hurt, miserable, like there was nobody you could rely on or call on, especially if this was your dad, because you know what? It may have felt like it took a giant chunk of a support system out of your world. And you may have went into a time period where it just seemed like you had absolutely no support whatsoever, but you are definitely not alone. There is definitely people watching over you, guiding you, here to talk to you, to listen to you. All you have to do is listen with your heart, and all you have to do is express yourself, and know that you will be being comforted as you do. Know that this time period is a time period of lessons. It's a time period of things that you are going through so that you can see things from a different perspective. So you can see who the people are that are going to be giving to you in your time of need, and who the people are that you should be giving to in their time of need. Crows are definitely very intelligent animals, and they have a tendency to, when somebody helps them out, they have a tendency to bring back gifts, to bring back all kinds of things for the help that they receive. You're also being asked to get more into a fun, childlike enjoyment energy, a vibration of happiness, youthfulness, of not worrying so much, not caring so much, just allowing yourself to be, and allowing yourself to be very present in the moment. Be an inspiration to everyone around you. Be a guiding light. Direct everyone around you back to the light by being this beautiful beacon of hope, happiness, and joy. They are also wanting to let you know that when you're feeling down, out, hurt, and alone, they're always trying to send you signs. They're always trying to send you little trinkets, or you might find something on a walk that reminds you of this person. Or you might find something on a walk that reminds you of one of your happiest childhood memories, or something along those lines. That is them trying to let you know that, hey, you're not alone. We're right here with you. Put a smile back on your face, because we'll never leave you. So that is what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would love to hear what you guys thought about it, whether or not it resonates with you, what you might be going through, and I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. So for pile 2, let's see what your lost loved one wants to say to you. I have a feeling we're going to have some laughing in some form or shape in this reading. This person may have been a jokester. This person may have been somebody who had a very strong sense of humor. This could definitely have been somebody that was the life of the party. And this could have been somebody who might have been a bit of an arrogant ass at times. The dickhead, the adult coloring book page that says dickhead, if you guys have been on this channel for a while, then you've seen it, wanted to come out for this pile and pile 3, so some of you may have been drawn to pile 3 as well. So this person could have been, a bit over the top at times with their humor, but they definitely had a very strong sense of humor. Libra, charming. Libra again. Scorpio. There could definitely be some things that were hidden from you before this person's death. This person may not have told you that they were dying. This could be an ex of yours. This could be somebody's death that somebody tried to keep a secret as well. For a very small amount of you, somebody could have actually been murdered. Aries, courageous. Cancer. And then we got this crown, which is part of the charm bag, but it's out here today. You could have felt a lot of emotions for this person. You could have been very sensitive after the passing of this person as well. You're very intuitive. Whoever this is wants you to take some risks to make some changes in your life. Big risks bring big rewards. This person could have been very stubborn, stuck in their ways. This person could have also been somebody who really appreciated the finer things in life. And this could have been somebody who was very charming, very good at talking to people, very charismatic. U, Z, W, E, we, B, web, G, Y, W, H, hub, chubby, M, T, L. And I know we loved our loved ones after they're gone and everything like that, and we forgive a lot. But I do really feel like this person had a lot of things to forgive. L-E-V-Y, Levi. I drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. C-M-S-H-I, ish, wish, wish granted. Ish, icy, mice, slice, size, Misha, mush, Bev, Beverly, beg, wedge, Uriel. So, let's see. Met. LMI, naked. Okay, I don't wear no makeup, no purse in my hands. My resting bitch face is mistaken for the mean girl. But what if I told you there's nothing I want more in this world than somebody who loves me naked? Someone who never asks for love but knows how to take it. Are you that somebody who sees a wall and breaks it? Are you ready to fight just to see what's lost behind my flaws? Can you love me naked? So, I really butchered that, and I sing that so amazingly when I'm not on here. It's amazing how differently I sound when I'm singing in front of people. And you know what? I was doing a really good job on here until a comment a couple months ago. But I'm working on it. And also, I do better with music in the background. Anyway. So, wish granted. I'm feeling like there is somebody coming into your life who is going to love you naked, love you for everything that you are, because you have stripped off all the disguises. You have stepped out. You are no longer in the shadow. You are in your full essence. You are being authentically yourself, and you are really showing who you truly are at the core of your being. You're putting on your throne, or on your crown, and you are stepping onto your throne. And there's definitely some people coming into your life that are going to be loving you naked. And also, I feel like this person loves you very naked as well. No carbon copy. You flutter around like a butterfly. Your faith and optimism does belie the hardships we bear in the world we face. You learn at such a truly fast pace. Breaking out, transforming change, nothing escapes your wide range. Knowledge and wisdom you obtain, each and every cleansing rain. Remember now who you truly are. Lift up your standards, raise your bar. You have far too much to share to allow small minds to make you care. Show every inch of the real you. Be the butterfly on view. You are different, yes, it's true, but different is always beautiful too. Differences is another poem. You can find this poem on Dee's Storytime, my other channel. If you look in the description box, there's a link. And there's a poem called Differences as well. I'm not sure if I have the adult version on there yet, but the kid version is. Basically, don't allow anybody to make you feel like you are less than because of who you are. Who you are is why you are so beautiful. There is no carbon copies of you. You are one of a kind. You are rare. You are beautiful. You are amazing. That does not make you weird. It does not make you somebody that people should avoid. It doesn't make you somebody that has something wrong with them. It makes you even more amazing because you are absolutely one of a kind. Someone to cherish. Someone to love. Now the song that's coming to mind is, a dream is a wish your heart makes when you're fast asleep. In a dream you will lose your heartache. Whatever you wish for, you keep. Da 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 da. Autumn, release the old and rest. I've noticed that there are other readers singing Barney songs now that I've been singing a lot of Barney songs on here. Trader, ones that would probably never admit they watch my channel. Energy exchange to create abundance. So, it's time to let go of the old. It's time to really rest. It's time to appreciate what you have around you, to find gratitude for the harvest that you're reaping in, and to let go of maybe some of the seeds that you planted that didn't come to fruition or that died out. Sometimes that happens when farmers plant their crops. Sometimes they end up with some of them that don't come up. Or some of them get infested by bugs, or whatever the case may be. But it's time to let those things that have not came into fruition go. To just surrender, to rest, to release the past, and to allow yourself to look at the future with optimism and hope. Also, exchange energy to create abundance. So, if you are in a state where you're holding back because you're afraid to give anything to anyone, because you're afraid to risk your heart, then you're going to be coming into contact with people who are on a similar route, or you're just really not going to be receiving anything. If you're in this energy where all you do is give, because you feel like you're forever making up for something or something along those lines, because you don't feel like you're good enough in some way, because, you know, you don't feel like anybody would love you naked, then you're in this energy of giving all the time and never receiving. Both of those methods block the flow. You have to give and be open to receive. Give and be open to receive. The way that you do that is by giving to yourself as well. You give to yourself, you give to others. You don't give others mass quantities, but you give them a little bit. And you build that up. And if they aren't giving back, then you're like, okay, well, this situation isn't the one that I was looking for, because the people that I want to be around are going to be people who are going to support me in the same manner that I'm going to support them. People are going to be happy that I'm breaking out of my shell. People are going to be happy that I'm bringing more of me out. They're not going to be upset. They're not going to be trying to force me to stay the same. And they're not going to be stuck and stagnant in the old ways of being either. They're going to want to heal and grow and bring more of themselves out. Hanged Man. Six of Cups. The Hanged Man actually came out in pile 1 as well. Some of you who picked this pile might have actually picked all 3. The Octopus and the Cheetah. So you've been holding on to something too tightly. It's time to see the truth about that. It's time to really see things from a different perspective. To see that while you were drowning, nobody was there because you weren't showing anybody that you were drowning. And also because you were there to rescue everybody else that was drowning. But you weren't expecting to have that in return. You may have been holding on to something too tightly, clinging to it, maybe giving too much, or not giving enough at all and really becoming that kind of possessive, controlling person. Or you could have been in that clingy, needy, greedy energy. So it's time to really pause and reflect and look at the way that things were playing out in the past. And it's also time to reconcile situations, to realize that things can be healed. They want you to look back at your childhood and see how some of those patterns may actually be present in your childhood as well. This person may have even been a part of those patterns in your childhood or in your past. It's time to reconcile with things that you have been upset with. It's time to find that inner peace. And it's also time to give love and receive love. There could definitely be a reconciliation in the cards for some of you. And this could have to do with your children too, and giving them the energy that you want back from them. It's like, if people hit their children, all they do is teach their children to hit people when they don't like what they're doing. Eventually that child's going to hit you too. When you want your children to learn how to respect people and talk to people when they have an issue, then you need to sit down and respect them and talk to them when they have an issue. So that goes for any relationship you have in your life. If you want people to be able to sit down and talk to you with respect when they have an issue, you have to be able to sit down and talk to them with respect when you have an issue. If you want people to be open and honest with you, you have to be open and honest with them. And some people aren't going to give that energy back. That's okay. But what we do is what matters most, not what other people do. You're very motivated, ambitious, driven towards some sort of path. And they want you to see this path in a different way. They want you to see this path in a way where you can just let go of it and it will come to you. Because you've been holding on too tightly in some way or another. To surrender. To really be open to the idea that sometimes things take patience and you doing something else for them to arrive. When it comes to planting crops, if we stood out there and stared at them till they got here, we'd be bemoaning it the whole time, upset because it's taking too long, afraid that it's never going to come, and all of that stuff, focused on those small details instead of planting those seeds, watering them, and walking away and letting the sun do its job, and then coming back and watering them some more, and walking away and letting the sun do its job. Letting time do its job, because everything takes time to unfold. If you want somebody to love you for who you are and naked, then it takes time to build that connection up. It's not something that happens overnight. So don't worry so much about the timing. So that is what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you guys had to say about it, whether or not it resonates with you, what you might be going through, and I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys. Laugh more, too. That could definitely be where the laughing was coming from. This person wants you to laugh more and to stop being so serious. Pile 3. Especially if you chose 1. Pile 3. What does your lost loved one want to say to you? We have Gemini, intelligent. Gemini again. Scorpio, hidden secrets. Two-faced energy, frenemy, gossip. Aries. And Cancer, fights, arguments, moodiness, mood disorders. As I told pile 2, if you guys have been watching this channel for long, then you've probably seen the adult coloring page that's in my messages and it says dickhead. Well, it wanted to come out for pile 2 and 3. But I wanted a message to come out, so I put that back. But, this could definitely have been somebody who caused a lot of drama, chaos, conflict when they were living. This could have been somebody that liked to talk a lot about other people. This could have been somebody who was one way in front of certain people and then another way in front of other people. This could have also been somebody who was very intelligent, very charismatic, somebody who had a lot of secrets that they kept close to their chest. This could have been a mother-like figure, or a stepmother, or like a mother-in-law, or somebody you just look to as kind of like a mother, in some sort of way. This is definitely somebody from your family. Somebody you loved very much. But somebody who also knew what your sensitivities were and could have gotten on your nerves quite a bit as well. W, E, we, G. A fair amount of you could have picked pile 2 as well. Peg, edge, wedge, H, Phil, J, D, JD, T, JT, TJ, Y, H, he, Z, Pez, G, peg again. Somebody could have had a peg leg. C, P. I've actually known a lot of people who have had prosthetic legs in some sort of way. P-A-Y, pay, tay, J, S, say, shy, shay, P, spy, supply, U, E, Z, J. Somebody could have actually been in a job or career position where they had to be very secretive about what they were doing, collecting secrets or data in some sort of way. Somebody could have been a spy at some point in time in their life. Special. You know how I learned how to spell special? I learned how to spell special because especial basically does all of the sounds of special. The Spanish version of special is how I learned how to spell special in English. Funny, isn't it? Anyway, GED. This person may have dropped out of school. They may have gotten their GED instead. Some of them, it could be they're talking about you doing this. Suicide squad. For some of you, this person could have been somebody who did some time as well, and maybe got out of that, or maybe they even got out of doing some time by doing something, by working with the police in some sort of way. Judge, Judy, justice. Paying fines, phone. They may be wanting to tell you about somebody in your life as well. For some of you, Perez, Tripe, TP, Edge. 6 feet from the edge and I'm thinking maybe 6 feet ain't so far down. Hold me now. I'm 6 feet from the edge and I'm thinking maybe 6 feet ain't so far down, so far down. You could definitely be dealing with somebody who committed suicide as well for some of you. Or you may have actually been there when somebody was on the verge of suicide and you may have stopped them as well. This is good karma that will be coming back to you. You may have given somebody hope for life again. Spruce. Peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. Stag. Trust and thrive. So there's a need here to let go of the need to be right. To make peace in a situation. I actually have a peace pipe like that as well. A friend of mine gave it to me. It's absolutely gorgeous. I got a lot of really awesome things from her. I got this really nice painting that's done on this piece of, I think it's on what's that wood called that's really old? I can't think of the name of that wood right now. I always know the name of that wood, but yeah, kind of like obsidian, but the wood version. Anyway, trust and thrive. When you allow yourself to trust and have faith, you thrive much more so than when you're in a paranoid, upset, anxious energy. Arm yourself against a worldly view. What truly feels right to you? It doesn't feel right to me to call everybody who's going through a hard time evil. I'll say that much. Yes, they were having a hard time. Yes, they were upset. Yes, they did stupid things, but do I believe that they're evil? No. At the same time, do I allow all of them who have done nasty things to me back in my life? No. But sometimes there's a need to. In your heart, you will find the answers you seek in your mind. Don't overthink. Don't give in. Stand strong in the position that you're in. If you have something to say, say it. Don't worry about what others think. So, if you're feeling like you have something to say it and get it out. And don't worry so much about what anybody else is thinking about that. Which is reminding me of some of the things I need to talk about a bit more. Flying high. I'm standing at the edge, looking out over the ledge, a place that used to hold so much dread, but now I find peace in my head. Taking the leap, 1,000-foot drop. Now I no longer want to stop. My wings unfurl and spread wide. Overcome with pride, I cried. I knew I could do it all along. In my heart, a steady song. I'm so glad I no longer stand, stuck in place on that piece of land, watched over, protected, and seen through. A journey made by far too few. Grab your faith and follow me to the promised sky where we are free. 121:22. So, you could be really wanting to do something, wanting to take a leap of faith on something, wanting to express yourself, wanting to say what needs to be said in a certain situation. And you're being asked to say that instead of holding it back. You're being asked to take this leap of faith and to express yourself. To not worry what anybody else is going to think about it, what anybody else is going to say about it, but just allowing yourself to be real, to be seen, and to be heard. Dolphin. Starfish, High Priestess, the Fool. Taking that leap of faith. You're being guided to take this leap of faith, and you're also being let know that you are not meant to know everything. We are not meant to know everything. We have a lot of guidance inside of ourselves. We can connect to our higher selves. We can talk to the ancestors. We can talk to our angels, our guides, the divine beings. We can always talk to them and ask for guidance and clarity and truth. But sometimes we are meant to take a blind leap of faith. It helps us to learn how to rely on our intuition and how to trust on that, or trust in that. There is something here that you could regenerate in your life. Something that could come back to life. Something that you may have been looking at from a shallow viewpoint at one point that you might be seeing a lot more deeply on now. You're going to bring new life to the world around you, the people around you, by taking this leap of faith. You are definitely a healer, very intelligent, very playful, bubbly, energetic. You're somebody that really is there for others in their time of need. And those leaps of faith that you take into the unknown, your ancestors are very proud of you. Especially if you're somebody who has been there in people's time of need when they were on the edge of something too deep. And you help to pull them back and let them know that it's okay to feel that way. But at the same time, it's an even greater leap of faith to jump into life than it is to sacrifice your life. Suicide awareness and prevention is coming to mind. Suicide hotline. You know, I've actually had people that have written me on my channel to let me know that they were very close to ending their own life, and because of what I had to say, they decided not to. I ran across somebody in the park one day, and she was literally 2 seconds away from trying to kill herself and pulled her out of it. She's still alive to this day because, you know, I stopped. Because I listened to my intuition that said, hey, that person over there is in pain. Let me go check it out. Let me bring some peace to the pain. Let me show her that she's not alone, that there are other people in this world. That's how we find out we're not alone. When you see somebody alone that looks like they're in pain, that feels like they're in pain, you can hear their soul calling to you, stop and say something. We always have enough time. Maybe you even stopped and said something to this person. And maybe if this was somebody who did commit suicide, maybe they just still couldn't handle it. Or maybe it happened way later, but who knows? It wasn't your fault. And continue doing what you're doing, because what you're doing is beautiful. So that is what I have for this pile, and I really hope that you guys enjoyed this reading. I would absolutely love to hear what you guys thought about it, whether or not it resonated, what you might be going through, and I hope you guys have a beautiful night or day, whatever it is, wherever you are when you're watching. Bye-bye, guys.